Hey everybody, today I'm going to be doing a review on the Maybelline The Brights palette. Now this palette came out a little while ago and I didn't get the chance to do a review on it, so I'm happy to bring it to you now. This palette features predominantly matte, metallic, and slightly shimmer shades, and I'm going to go through everything. I'm going to swatch all these shades up for you. On the back, you have a nice little breakdown of what you can do with them. You can use them as quads, trios, or as duos, so you do have the choice of that. This product is about $10 to $12. I do forget the exact amount, but you do have some pretty bright shades. And with those bright shades, you also have shades that will help you utilize this palette. In terms of bright shades, these are definitely drugstore brights, as I'd like to call them. Not really actual brights like we would think brights. Like Wet n Wild recently came out with a palette that had some really bright shades in it. This is not what I would think as super bright. This I would think as like mild drugstore bright if you're looking to try something new. Now this is great, especially if you're looking to step out of your comfort zone. Say you wear a lot of neutrals or nudes and you want to try something different. This is a great way to try it without having to put down a lot of money on a product. So with that being said, I did have some slight problems with certain shades in this palette. And you'll see as I go through it which shades gave me an issue. Maybe they gave you an issue, maybe they didn't, but for me, definitely had some big issues with some shades while the rest of them performed great. My favorite shades, by the way, are this gold right here, the green, this shade right here, and the blue. Those are my favorite shades. Oh, and the purple. So I do have a lot of good shades that I really love. But as we go through, I'll talk about the quality. So I'm going to swatch these up right now, and I'm going to do them in quad formation, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. The first shade is this white shade, and it's slightly sheer, but it's supposed to be because it's more of a highlight shade. So this is one of those shades you would use primarily in the inner corner of the eye and also under the brow. My fingers are stained, so don't mind them, but you can see it definitely has a lot of reflective properties. Great to highlight with, definitely smooth this out, have that nice highlight, like I said, in those locations. The next shade is a matte purple. And I gotta say, no matter what I did, I couldn't get this shade to work. I tried using a brush, I tried using a sponge tip applicator, I tried everything, and it just, like, where is it? Where is it? This is one of those shades that if you're going to use it, you definitely have to use it wet. Because if you're using it dry, no matter what you do, no matter how you use it, no matter how much you dig into the product, because I did dig into the product, you're really going to get minimum here. Very not good. So definitely apply this wet, dab it on, pat it on, maybe use the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk to pat it on to really get some color to show up, because otherwise it's splotchy, it's not good. Then we have this beautiful purple, which has a slight shimmer to it. I really love this shade. You can use this shade as a highlight too. Showing it on camera is not doing it justice because I don't think you can really see it right here on the live swatch, but in the picture swatches you can definitely see. This is one of those shades that's just so pretty, whether you're layering it over another shade to add just a little bit of shimmer and sparkle, which I think would have been great if the dark purple worked. Like if the dark purple worked, I definitely would have layered this right on the center to give that beautiful highlight. But you can also wear it on its own as just a very light summery shade. Then we also have this black, and the black gave me just as much issue. I just dug into it here, and it's definitely blotchy. It's very, very hard to blend. If you're thinking, oh, I can just blend it and make it look smooth, no. Where the color landed is kind of where it stays. Doesn't move. I mean, which is good, it doesn't move, but, you know, who wants a product that is not going to be able to be blended? So really the first four, the only two I liked were the two top highlight shades. So this is the next quad we're going to be focusing on. I really like this first muted brown shade. Definitely a nice shade that you can put all over the lid for a neutral look and then do the pops of color. Or you can use it just simply in your crease. You can use it, smoke out one of the brighter looks. Definitely great for that. Now this next blue shade, this, like I said, was one of my favorite shades. It is a super, super bright shade. Really applied well, was smooth, not chalky, very easy to work with. Then we have this really nice like lime green shade. really not a common drugstore shade, but it was light enough so that you can use it as a blending color, a transition color. You can use it to slightly highlight the inner corner of the eye, have a nice little like island look, and then you have this peach color as well in this quad, and this is a really nice color as well. This kind of reminded me of an island look, so did the last one. Very, just makes me want to go on vacation. But very highly pigmented, easy to work with. These will definitely pop over a primer. The last quad was my favorite quad because all 4 shades applied perfectly. We have this gold. Gold is one of my favorites right here. Super fun. It's a shimmery, bright gold. Just applied really well, really smooth. And then we have this aqua shade, really bright, beautiful aqua shade. And then we have this shifting purple, slightly shifting. It's like dark, but it has that purple reflection to it, almost like a duochrome. And then last but not least, we have a simple chocolate brown. Very, very pretty. Very pretty quad. So overall, this palette worked really well. A lot of really nice shades in this palette. Nice pops of color for the drugstore. If you frequent Sephora, you've probably seen brighter shades. You can always make these pop more by applying them with a dense flat brush over NYX's Jumbo Milk Pencil to get that real pop of color if you use a dense brush. But you can also get these to really pop and last longer if you're putting them over a primer. Now these shades, as you've seen, I swatched them without a primer, but if you use a primer, you're definitely going to have a longer wear. By the way, without primer, you're going to see fading at like hour 4 or 5. With primer or the NYX Jumbo Milk Pencil, you're going to not see fading for at least 8 to 10 hours. So yes, you're including more product, but it helps so that make this product last just a little bit longer and be a little bit more high quality. The price point of like $10 to $12 is definitely a lot cheaper than what you would see in Sephora for similar shades, and I feel like the quality is right up there with higher end products, except for those 2 or 3 shades that I showed you guys. I was just like, what's going on here? But overall, I thought this was a fun palette. Definitely one you want to pick up. It's available in drugstores and Target. I hope you enjoyed the picture swatches, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and please follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust.